I am eating, so I ask that you excuse the salad and my beautiful teeth. And here's the message. Did you know a good time to manifest the things that you desire is when you're eating? Because normally when you're eating, you're feeling good, your frequency is on high. That's why they call it soul food, if it's good food. Or if it's bad food, the person was in a bad mood. But to manifest, you want to be at your highest frequency because all the good things is up high. Another good time to manifest your desires is during sex. You're also vibrating at a high frequency during sex. And so you want to use those opportunities. And any other time that you're feeling grateful or anything happening in your surroundings that you're elated about, take some time to think of those things that you really desire. Once you put them in the atmosphere, you want to keep seeing them in your mind and thinking about how you're going to feel when you get them, who's going to be with you when you obtain it, the person you're with. Let's say you want a car and you see yourself driving this car, you and your whomever you chose to drive side by side with you. And at that time, you want to think of where you would go, if it's a lovely vacation spot or how you do it. You want to put all that into your frequency and thinking about it because you'll manifest it. I remember I wanted a truck, and for 2 months straight, I kept looking up this truck at the dealership and thinking when I can, I'm going to go to that dealership and I'm going to get my car, and kept looking at it in the miles and looking at the other one on that page, in comparison for 2 months straight just before bed. And then my daughter had picked me up and we were driving, and every car that got in front of us, whether we went through the McDonald's drive-through, the gas station, or just driving, was that vehicle. So I end up manifesting that vehicle. When we went to the dealership, they said, no, you can get a car, but I didn't want a car. I knew my body didn't feel good enough to be scrunching in a car. I knew what I really wanted. And so I got that same vehicle that I manifested. Also, I had desired to be a certain size, and it was like the spirit asked me, or I asked myself, what size do you want to be? And I thought back to my childhood size when I was in junior high. I remember getting on the scale, and 150 was a lot for me. And I said, I want to go back to before I got to that 150. And then I had a dream of me picking out clothes, and I'm saying, yeah, I'll take that, I like that, I like this, I'll take that, but it's not my size. Lord and behold, I reached that goal and kept that goal for a couple years, 3-4 years. Now what I'm doing, I have gained weight because I had a stroke. I'm now trying to get it back off. A moment on the lips, a lifetime on the hips. And I know I have power over my vessel, and the control needs to be when it comes time to eating sweets, because I know normally that just says your body is wanting fruit. Why I won't go get a fruit? Because I've been tasting the strawberries and they weren't quite right. The blueberries sky high, $4 for a little pint. And I love pineapple, but I don't feel like cutting the pineapple because of my space. I got to have somewhere where I did find my tray, so maybe now. And kind of lazy with it when it comes to preparing my pineapple. And I have to figure out what fruit I want. I seen a bag of pears for $5 and some change at Walmart. So I bought one pear, and that one pear was $1.18. One pear. But they had a whole bag of a different brand of pear, and it was 5 something. So maybe I will, because it'll take me a minute to eat them and they'll get soft like I like them. And they'll help me out. But I'm munching on that salad I made earlier, and I added more greens to it because all I had was the onions, the edamame peas, and the sunflower seeds, and some cabbage, and just a few leaves. And I decided to add more leaves to it. Did you know we're supposed to eat 2 pounds of greens a day? Mm-hmm. 2 pounds. That means if you were eating like we were supposed to eat raw, you will consume, if you were in a jungle or back before there were grocery stores, you would have been able, like the gorilla, just eating off the tree as you need it. And you wouldn't be thinking about getting fat, calories, or anything because you're eating nutrients and you're eating life and you're eating enzymes and cells. Everything is coming together. The culmination of it all is restoring your body. So I implore you to eat more greens. Mm. I really had a taste for some chocolate today. And that always tells me I'm not doing what I should be if I'm craving things like that. And I've been on my tea. I'm drinking a lot of sweet tea this couple of days. About 4 or 5 days now. Probably 4. When usually I drink a lot of water or lemonade. And so I'm pretty much drinking calories. And that's too something I need to not do as often. But at the same time, I'm still human, right? Trying to enjoy this life. Even though, how do you enjoy it when you're not in optimal health and pristine? I need to have my weight where it needs to be. I need to have my legs where they need to be. And the only way to do that is to eat properly, to eat healthy, to eat for life, not death. You cannot expect to eat death and have life. Eating of dead carcasses, animals. And they hunt you with sickness and disease. You think that animal didn't know he had a family and he wanted to live. So, his killing, he came back for you. Now you got this or that wrong with you. They'll hunt you. Wouldn't you? Somebody murdered you, wouldn't you come back and hunt them? I would. Sure in the heck would. Part of the salad marinated when I first got into it because I had it sitting after I ate so much of it. I left the remainder to come back to it. And when I did, it was all nice and marinated. I was like, ooh. So I had some more greens because I had a bunch of onions and everything in there. Filled it up a couple of times. Salad good. It's like you need to remember that you can eat all that other stuff and it tastes good, but you don't feel good after. And you sometimes feel like I didn't get that craving I desired. So I'm going to eat this, I'm going to eat that. When you really wanted a chicken wing or you really wanted a salad or and you ate something outside of that or a pancake, whatever it was for me, I tend to then eat other things, a lot of other things in excess, instead of giving in to that original craving I had. And sometimes, even after I ate all those other calories, I still want that craving and I go get it. Well, I could have ate that first because my body was asking for it. The ancestors was asking for it. Speaking of ancestors, all of a sudden I felt the need to buy some cards. I don't play cards. But I was sitting on the bed the other day and I felt like laying them out and picking the card, but I didn't have any cards to match the other card. So that was somebody else's energy I was picking up. So I bought the cards, I shuffled them, and put them back in the box. But yeah, be encouraged. Be encouraged. It's one bite at a time. And don't think, oh, I'll mess up, or oh, I'll start Monday. Start today. Start with your next bite. It is so important because you can have a million Mondays to start over. Start now with that next bite. And whatever you do, bliss your food because you don't need to eat it and be feeling guilty and bad about eating it. Now you're making it turn bad in the belly, just like if you send negative frequencies to your water. We call them cheat days. Don't call them cheat days. You ate what you wanted. It's okay. Next bite will be better. I'm struggling right now with staying in the now, keeping myself in the now frequency. Now I'm at peace. Now I'm protected. Now it's quiet. No one's bothering me. My bills are paid. My children are okay. My adult children are okay. My grandchildren are okay. My family, the whole entire family as a whole, they're okay. And we need to stay in the now. Sometimes we get caught up with what has happened and things that are done. And there are some things that are done that you will never forget. And I am not saying forget those things which are behind you. Because if you forget them, you're sure to repeat them. Learn from them. Whether it's learn to not do it again, whether it's to not entertain a certain person again. But rarely is it not to do it again, because when you do things, it's always a lesson. It's a test that you have to take and pass. And if you don't, you're going to repeat the third grade again. So just go with it. Let it flow. Let it flow. Onion sweet. Put some white sweet onions in here. One onion was $1 something as well. I remember going in the store when you can get 4 lemons for $1 or 5 for $1. They're 68 cents a lemon now. I remember bell peppers was 4 for $1. One bell pepper, 82 cents. These edamame peas are good. I got some salad topper. It had edamame peas, sunflower seeds, cranberries, different things added in it. Because you need your coconut, your amino acids, coconut amino acids. You need your acids, your aminos. I'm trying to think of the numbers. I had a stroke and things be sometimes. I got to look them up in my file in my brain. When they used to be on the tip of my tongue, I could speak it. Now some things I have to think about. They come back to me. Like my brother was telling me about his kids, and I was trying to think of which one was which. And it came back. Yeah. Edamames. They're like a delicious nut. Well, when you mix it with salad dressing, it tastes more sweeter or pleasing to the palate, but you can eat them dry, something to crunch on like a nut. They're good for you. Okay, I did that salad, honey. All right, y'all. That's the chat for today. Peace.